We'll be shooting the ILS runway 10 right approach today into Pittsburgh, dated 4 November 2008. Chart number is 21-2. Localizer frequency is 108.9. Final approach course 100, crossing Starg at 3000, taking it down to a published decision altitude of 1335, which is 200 feet AGL. Touchdown zone elevation is 1135. MSA, predicated off of the Mike Juliet VOR, is 3100 feet. Missed approach altitude, climbing to 1900, then a climbing right turn to 5000, direct to the Allegheny VOR and hold. Chart notes, simultaneous approaches authorized with 10 left. Looking down at the approach, looks like the highest altitude on the chart is in the southern quadrant, down there at 1618. And shooting the approach, if they clear me for the approach outside of Mufti at 5,000 feet, I do have step downs, so I need to dial in, it looks like, the VOR, not the ILS for the DME on the approach. Of course, I'll have the ILS tuned in as well, but the DME is predicated off of the VOR. So outside Mufti at 5,000 feet, and then inside Mufti at 16.2 off the MMJ, I can take it down to 4,000 feet. Then at 12.2 off of MMJ, I can take it down to 3,000 feet. And then I am at my glide slope intercept altitude, and I can take it on down and shoot the approach. The glide slope angle is 3 degrees. Got a PAPI on the left side, ALSAP 2 lighting. And for this approach, we're going to be category C. So we need an RVR of 1,800 feet or a half a mile. And that completes the chart brief. Okay, so just some notes on this. Watch out, they tricked you a little bit on this. They did use on this approach, it's the DME, like I mentioned in the brief, is predicated off of the VOR, not the ILS. So that's something a little bit different than you normally see on ILSs. So just make sure you brief that out. And then, of course, they could give you localizer only with the glide slope out. So now you have an MDA of 1620. And you got to do your timing or every 300 feet thing and all that stuff for your visual approach point. So, or your VDP, was it visual descent point? Blah. So anyway, so that completes that. Let me know if you have any questions on that, but that's pretty much an ILS brief.